EP37. Myself, Samuel Law. I got coach with me today.
I'm back, man.
Wagwan. Dots. What are you saying?
Yeah, I'm here as well, boy. I didn't expect it to be let me just
Oh my God.
Yeah, Sunday fixtures. I don't know why 3 fixtures on at the same time. We'll start at Anfield. Yeah? Liverpool, they've done it again, coach. We were here, a couple of weeks back when they got the late penalty against Leicester, was it? Leicester, yeah. And Albrighton takes down one of the Liverpool players, Mane, I think it was, again. Yeah. And they get the penalty. 2-1, and again, 2-1.
Listen, even though it's so early, it's just the championship sort of luck. Scraping through games, even if you're not playing your greatest football, which they weren't, to be fair. Spurs scored too early. That's what it was. Spurs scored too early. And you know with Spurs, their track record of holding leads and building on leads and big matches and stuff, it's not really good. And plus, they're a bit fragile. They had chances, they had chances, but they're a bit fragile confidence-wise for several reasons and that. But listen, if Liverpool want to be champions, these are the games where if you're not playing that well, listen, if you get a penalty, tuck away your chance. Henderson got his chance, tucked it away. That's just what it is.
We've seen the previous champions have games like this where they're not playing well and they get the 3 points. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this was a massive win, man. Massive win for Liverpool. Like, to be 1-0 down, get me. Spurs has chances as well to be 2-0 up and then to be 1-0 down and then come back 2-1. It's anyway. I'm not bothered if Liverpool win the title, but this is the stuff of champions, 100%.
So like, Spurs is like, are they bottlers, coach? Because you're even during the game you said bottle, yeah. We'll talk about the penalty incident, yeah. I think it's harsh. By the law, it is a penalty. But Ori don't even know where Mane is. Mane puts his foot around him. They get the penalty. Could you say Spurs bottled it today?
Yeah, Spurs did bottle it, man, because this is what Spurs do. They get in good positions, but they can't get over the finishing line. Same way when they play Liverpool in the Champions League. They outplayed Liverpool in the Champions League, even though it wasn't a great Champions League.
Because in that one, Liverpool scored early.
But they outplayed them, but they just can't get over the line. It's like something in Spurs' DNA. They just can't do things and get over the line. They can do up to the line, but they can't get over the line. Today was another game where they scored way early. They had chances. Son hit the bar. There was a couple half chances. Rose could have leveled it up with his right foot shot and certain things. They just don't. I don't know with Spurs, man. Just mentally, they can't just take the next step. That's what I feel anyway. But like Dot said, like they had the chance today and they didn't take it. So that's what happens.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Liverpool, I don't know what to say. Have they lost the season? They haven't.
Undefeated, bro.
Undefeated. They haven't lost the season. Straight wins.
Straight. Man United was a draw.
Yeah. So, the gap could have been 3 points. It's what? Still, look at that, 6. Anyway,
6 points. Yeah.
It's still early, but just the fact that it could have been 3 and now it's still 6, and that's a big game.
And Old Trafford again, we thought, okay, City have closed it, then Lallana scores.
What it is as well, I think this was a big win also for Liverpool because you can tell with their players how much it meant to them because title-wise, if it goes down to...
Henderson lost it.
Yeah, if it goes down to 3 points, yeah, now the doubt starts to kick in again with Man City on our necks. Yeah. We're not finishing.
And City are coming.
Yeah. No, City are coming. Don't get to City are always going to be there. But what I'm saying, for Liverpool's psyche, especially in the Premier League, don't forget they did everything possible last season, but they lost to City. That's the game that lost them the title.
Yeah, man. We're just looking at the stats now. Even during the match as we're watching it, Liverpool, they are satanic.
68% possession, 21 shots, 13 on target.
Charge up, yeah. They're charged. Yeah. I don't know. This Anfield, yeah, it's becoming spiritual fortress, like how Old Trafford used to be. You get me? Little jab there.
Yeah, I heard that. I saw that jab.
How Old Trafford used to be, Anfield is now spiritual. G, come on.
Yeah.
They were charged. When they started going for it, forget it. It was coming. We said it anyway. They were going to win.
Back to what I said with coach, like with Spurs bottling it. Are we going to see teams go take the lead at Anfield by chance, whatever, and then crumble the way? Not crumble. Is it that they're crumbling, or is it that Liverpool are just going mad?
That's too mad. What do you want them to do?
The wing backs are flying.
I'm not even calling this crumbling because what do you want them to do? The pressure was insane.
Yeah.
It was insane. And then when Henderson equalised, forget it. From there, it was only one thing that was happening. Yeah. Liverpool were going to win.
No, but even, was it 1-1? I said to you, Dots, there's only one win in this game now. I said it, like, it just looked like...
They were too charged. Yeah. They were too charged, man. Liverpool, when they charge up, forget it. You either roll over or, you get me, and capitulate.
Let me ask you though, yeah, because there is the World Club Championships coming up. Obviously, they won the Champions League last season. Do you reckon that could be a potential, a chance for City to take the momentum?
Nah, not really, because with that competition, these guys fly over there and they go straight to the semi-final. Like, it's not, no, you got them other teams playing their little group matches or whatever it is. As soon as they fly over there, semi-final, final, and they come back home. That's what it is. I think before, back in the day, it used to be you had to go over there and maybe do a couple group matches and see if you get through.
United did that.
Yeah, but now you literally just go through to the semi-final because you're the big European team. Everybody wants to see you in that competition. And if you're good enough to go to the final, there's an extra match for you and that's it. If they go to the World Club Championship with a 6-point lead, they'll be cool.
But they won't.
That's the thing. Whilst they're over there, there's Premier League matches still played.
Yeah. Okay. What do you mean? That's what I'm saying.
So if they come back and the gap is this equal,
even with the game in hands, but City
I'm saying if City are then all of a sudden on top, just like that, and then they have to play their games in hand, and they have to win to get back on top. That's a different kind of pressure. So let's see. I don't know, boy.
So what do you think City? Because have I got your prediction? Who did you say would win the league, Dots? Because you came on the podcast before.
I think I said City.
Yeah, okay, you said City. Yeah. Coach.
You know I'm going to say City. I don't want Liverpool to win. I don't even want to put that energy out there to say Liverpool are going to win it. Like, I hate Liverpool. I'm a United fan. And if you're a real United fan, you don't like Liverpool because at the end of the day, they're the only prestigious club that's close to us when it comes to trophies. So I'm not interested in Liverpool winning anything. I'm not interested in putting energies out there like, yeah, man, they're going to do well. I'm not interested. Anything negative towards Liverpool, I'm on it. That's what I'm on. So that's it.
Obviously, you are a United fan. United... we'll go into that game. They won against Belgrade, and Partizan Belgrade is not they're not Cowboys, but they are lower tier, yeah. But listen to me. Oh my God. It was the venue that they had to go to. That place was mad. No, that place was mad, and United took their B team there, yeah. But even though it was rocky at times, United got the 3 points in the Europa League. They won the away game. So they played today. They won against Norwich 3-1. Coach, you watched the game. What's your kind of reaction, your instant reaction to the game?
No, they played well. To be fair, it should have been at least 5-1 because he missed 2 penalties. Like Martial and Rashford.
Let's talk about that.
Martial and Rashford, one of them's got to be tucking at the end. This whole penalty thing and whatnot, I just feel like Martial's our number 9. When there's a penalty, our number 9 takes the penalty. Wow. If he feels mentally he doesn't want to take it, then give it. Like for me, Samuel, you were saying when the game was going on, and Dots, you were saying as well, that Rashford should have taken it. But this is what I'm trying to tell you about Rashford. He's not that.
Tell them how it went. Wait. Tell them the timeline.
No, I'll tell you how it went. Okay, Rashford takes the pen. Yeah,
at 1-0.
He scores after. Yeah. Then we get another penalty. He gives it to Martial. What I'm trying to explain to you when it comes to Rashford, when he took his goal, it was literally it's like the Chelsea goal when Pogba gave him that long ball. He's got to bring it down and he's got to finish. There's no thinking about that. It's straight instinct. Bring the ball down from the air and finish. When it's time to take a penalty and you got 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds to start thinking to where to put the ball, Rashford doesn't excel in places where you have to think. He doesn't want to think. Do you get what I'm saying? And with Martial, I know you was blaming Martial. Look, he's missed a penalty as well and stuff. But Martial's record is much better at penalties than Rashford. And he's our number 9. When the number 9 is there, I want the number 9 taking the pens.
All right, he's our number 9, but he's not a designated penalty taker.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, it can be 9, 11, 14, 99.
Rashford and Pogba are the penalty takers.
Rashford is the penalty taker. He took the first penalty. He should have taken the second penalty.
Facts.
Listen, but this is my whole point. You guys are saying shoulda, woulda, coulda. I'm telling you the reality. He is not mentally tough. Rashford is not mentally tough like that. So when he misses that penalty, even though he scored the goal straight after, don't forget, the goal is off instinct. It's touch, score. That's what I do. Another penalty's come across. Oh, jeez. Listen, Martial. Look, let me be the team player and give you the ball because I missed the next one. That's not the mentality of a top.
Because you were screaming at Martial to take it before Rashford gave it to him. You were screaming Martial to take it.
Because Martial's record for me, he's much calmer in front of goal.
He missed,
but that's his first miss. That's what I'm trying to say. So you're not gonna score every single penalty. Do you get what I'm saying?
If that's what we're saying about Rashford, that he hasn't got the mental fortitude, then fine. Kane's on the screen right now. If Kane missed the first penalty, he's gonna grab that blood clot ball.
No one will even go for the ball.
I'm gonna slap the second one in. It's happened to Kane. I saw it's happened to Kane this season. He's missed the first penalty and he slapped the second one in. What?
Yeah.
But you're talking about a top class striker. That's literally, see his thing. His mindset is literally goals. Yeah. I ain't trying to do the step overs like Rashford.
The guy claims goals that are not even his. Remember that one last season?
Yeah, I ain't got the pace like Rashford. I ain't got the you got what I'm saying? His thing is goals. So he's got the mentality like Cristiano. Cristiano will just keep taking penalties. Yeah. He doesn't matter when I've missed. Yeah. That's the mentality thing of football. And that's where Rashford hasn't got to yet. He hasn't matured enough to get to that stage where, yo, guys, listen, I'm the penalty taker. Pogba's not here because Solskjaer did say it's Pogba in him. Pogba's not here. I'm the penalty taker. Even though I missed the first one, we've got another penalty. I'm going to take it again. He doesn't have that mental toughness there. So he's giving it to Martial. That's what I'm trying to say. So what you lot are saying is true. If it's a Kane, if it's a Ronaldo, probably even if it's an Aubameyang, do you get what I'm saying? He's taking that pen again. Do you get what I'm saying? But with Rashford right now, with his mental state, he is not that sort of player right now. He hasn't got that sort of confidence right now. So he will take his one goal. Because him going down as taking one goal and missing 2 penalties in a match, yo, that's sour. That's a sour stat line right there.
I would love to hear his take on why he didn't take this. No. I would love to hear from Rashford's mouth.
Rashford's not so.
Why didn't you take the second penalty, bro?
You know what's going to say, Dots?
What's he going to say?
They're going to say Pogba's not here. So there's always 2 people that are designated to take the penalties, which is Martial and Finn. That's what they'll say to the public. That's what they'll say.
If you explain it like that, so what? Why is it a mix and match? If I'm second, I'm second.
You're asking, listen,
Come on.
Yeah, second mean if I'm off the pitch. If I'm
off the pitch.
But you're asking, Dots, you're asking questions that these professional men ain't going to put out into the public. And behind closed doors, they might have their own different view.
Solskjaer might even say, Rash, you should be taking that second one.
But this is what I'm saying.
But he will come out and defend him, saying we've got 2.
Defend it and say, you know what, Rash was being a team player. Martial's our number 9.
But he'll come out, but probably
we have confidence in anyone taking a penalty of our front line. That's what Solskjaer's gonna say.
Solskjaer, you got yourself in stew early on in the season with that rubbish. Come on. Who is the penalty taker? If it's Rashford, let Rashford take all the penalties. If you have 5, let him take all 5 penalties. Yeah. That's how it should be.
And if he misses them, you go to Pogba, yeah.
I don't know, all this mix and match, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. It just makes it look stupid.
Because Martial probably wasn't even prepared to take the penalty. He's like, I'm not on pens. So when Rash gives him the ball, he's like, cool. Like,
don't forget, listen, Aubameyang's done this a couple times as well.
Yeah, he gave.
Yeah. And times where he scored.
Who did he give it to?
Last season he gave it to
And Lacazette.
So this is what I'm trying to say. When they score, it looks like you're a good team player. When they miss, it's like, yo, you don't have that killer mentality.
I was watching the match, but did Rashford give it to Martial or did Martial take it?
Well, no, Rashford gave it to him.
He gave him the ball.
But this is what I'm saying. It doesn't even matter whether he gave it to him or took it. If you have that mentality, we know who's taking Tottenham's penalties. Yeah. We know who's taking Juventus penalties. Yeah. We just know who's taking certain.
So you don't agree with Solskjaer doing this mix and match thing then, or what?
No, me personally, I think Martial should be the penalty taker.
Yeah, I agree Martial should be the penalty taker as well.
Said, if Rashford is the penalty taker, I'm putting it on Rashford in terms of your mental toughness. Yeah, sure. As in, like, if you're the penalty taker, you and Pogba. But if Pogba's not here, you are now the designated penalty taker. But he doesn't have that mental toughness.
On United though, like I said, away win on Thursday. Solskjaer hadn't got an away win since PSG last season. So the away kind of form was on his head. You know, United fans weren't happy with the way United has been struggling recently. Got a win played well against Liverpool. Might have won on another day. Thursday won, and then today. Is things turning around for Solskjaer?
It's not turning around. It doesn't need to turn around or anything like that. I've said you got to be patient with Solskjaer. At the end of the day, there's no point in chopping and changing. What we gonna go and do? I've kept saying I'm gonna keep the same energy up. The brother knows what type of players that Man United need to have. And unless we're going to be patient, then stop talking. United fans, stop talking. I know certain people got to get their views up and do the whole hysterical interviews. I'm bored of the football.
I'm not happy, but on Thursday, just as it's saying that, on Thursday, United won. And, you know, I rate United stand. Goldbridge, bruv, he was going crazy. The ridiculous performance. I'm like, bruv, that's our first away win.
I'll tell you why, bro. Because you had one shot on target, which was the penalty.
Terrible game.
People are allowed to be disgusted, G. We're seeing Liverpool, we're seeing Leicester, we're seeing teams go mad, play expansive, exciting football. If we're seeing one shot on target against who did you play?
Partizan Belgrade.
I don't care what you say about, they're not Banjos, they're Cowboys. Mm-hmm. It's Europa League, they're shit. If you're saying Man United, you should be doing more than that.
This is what I'm saying. what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, don't worry. Arsenal's coming up. Arsenal's coming up.
Listen. When it comes to United right now, let's not compare them.
Guys are angry about why guys are angry.
But let's not. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's an overreaction,
Yes,
Dots.
but
That's
I'm
what
saying
it is.
Let's not compare them to the Leicesters, because at the end of the day, there's no pressure at Leicester. Whether you play well,
We're gonna touch on Leicester. So
whether you play well or you don't play well at Leicester, it's Leicester. So we take them out. When it comes to Liverpool, don't forget Klopp never started like this. This is what I'm saying. A lot of people. This is his 4th season at the end of the day, and he's got everything right. He's got every If you got 4 seasons at a club, that's 2 transfer windows per season. That's 8 transfer windows that this guy got before he got his first trophy. Yeah, and Firmino weren't his player anyway. So he's gone and bought all these players. He shipped out the ones he don't like. Yeah, 8 transfer windows. We've only given this guy 1. And now we want him to be like Klopp. Now we want him to be like Pep Guardiola. Now we want him to be like this and that. So what I'm saying right now as a United fan, yeah, you can be upset, like Dot said. If you're upset with the football, be upset. Yeah. But I don't like the overreaction.
The bigger picture.
If we sack him, Dots, you ask me this. If we sack him, who do we get?
That's not for me to answer. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying.
You're basically. There's no solution there. You're getting out.
Why should I have a solution? I don't give a damn.
I'm saying, as a football fan. Who do you think we should get?
Allegri, you can get.
Really?
You can get Allegri.
For where we at right now, really?
It's social for where you at right now.
No.
Okay, listen.
Listen. But this is what I'm saying about Solskjaer. Listen, this is what I'm saying. Take Solskjaer's name as management out of it. Yeah.
My God.
I've always go back to this. I like the foundation that he started with in terms of his transfer window. The 3 players he's
And
brought
the guys
in
he's got out.
has made us solid. The guys he's got out are the guys we want out.
And there's more to go out.
The Matters next.
You can't
Young
get
is
everyone
next.
out in one window and everyone in one window.
Do you get what I'm saying?
However, there's no style of play though.
That's it.
Listen. We
Bring
say
it here,
that.
please,
we say
coach.
that. No,
Bring it here.
Okay.
Listen, how long are you giving this? How long are you giving this coach? How long are you giving Solskjaer? What's the style of play? Are you happy with how long? Oh no, chill. Answer me. How? No. How long are you gonna give it?
But this is what I'm saying. People are getting fascinated with this style of play thing and it's an overreaction. First you said Mourinho don't have a style of play, it's boring. Yeah. Then now all of a sudden, oh my days, Mourinho was right.
Mourinho does have a style of play, but that style of play is boring.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that people are now saying when Solskjaer's going through, we get what Mourinho was saying. These men finished second in the league.
No, coach. Every manager should have a style of play. Like Mourinho, you said you don't have one, but it's boring. Mourinho has one, but it's boring. Every manager has a way of playing.
How can you have a style of play when you haven't got your players in? We've got a 20+ man squad, and I know for a fact, 3 players are Ole Gunnar Solskjaer players. For a fact. He can talk about the guys that
he likes.
that he's inherited because you have to play 11 players of football. You can't just come in and say, I don't like Rashford, don't like Martial, I don't like this. Okay, well, if you don't like them, that's the players you got to work with right now.
And some players are actually progressing under him.
I know guaranteed the 3 players he's brought in are Man United players. They have done well since they've come in with the attitude, the mentality.
Because Daniel James playing Championship, he looks like he wants to play for United. He's bursting around.
You know what? Yeah, let me chill on this Ole thing. I'm just doing it for banner anyway. What you're saying makes absolute sense. I agree with you to the max. Give this guy more windows by the bar and let's see. But guys, please, what episode is this? 37?
Yeah.
Listeners, when it gets to season 2, yeah, and this guy's had another transfer window, I want to hear what you have to say, G.
Because by then,
bro, hear what I'm saying. This January coming up, even if we get one, because January's quite hard to get
to the window. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. But you counted that in Klopp's one, though. You counted it in Klopp's one, though.
That's what I just said. But what I'm saying is that he's had 8 windows.
Yeah.
He's only had
you're
one.
saying January.
I'm saying in January. Listen. I'm saying in January. Don't forget. Solskjaer's not trying to get any player no more. We're not trying to do that no more and just splash the cash and sell shirts. He's trying to get the right player. So guess what? If the right player's not available in January, but one of them are, he gets one in January. He might get another 3 or 4 in the summer. Don't forget,
and
now
guys have gone.
Now that's 3 windows there. 3 windows. This is what I'm trying to say. We have to build. And the foundation that he's brought in, the 3 players he's brought in, I'm happy with.
I fully agree. And that's why I'm Solskjaer in. And that's why when Lukaku goes in that, I'm not mad at it. I can see that the instant results will be affected, but after a while, you're hoping that he'll bring in a player that suits the style of play more.
And listen, and you spoke about partisan and the football was boring and this, that, and the other, and blah blah.
It was
blah. But even today, the front 3, the fluent front 3 of Rashford, Martial, and think now Martial he's got minutes underneath his belt. It's more fluent when he's number 9, and Rashford thrives off playing with Martial. He doesn't thrive off being the number one guy, the number 9. He thrives off, everyone's attention's on Martial, so I can float and do my thing.
And another
then
thing...
on the other wing, you got James just working. That's what he's doing, up and down the wing. No flashy stuff or whatever. It's just working. That's where you get the balance.
Another thing with that is, the reason I hope, obviously because I'm a United fan, but I would hope these results continue, because then when Pogba comes back, he has to look at it like, you know what, this team is playing well now. I've got to come and fit in and do my job and add. I'm not like carrying the team anymore.
I'm not interested in Pogba because he's never carried the team since he's been here anyway. He's never carried the team. So I'm not interested in Pogba. He just needs to come in, do his job, and then go to Real Madrid. That's
What are you saying about Pogba? Because you like him, but...
Pogba's... I feel like Pogba's also tapped. I think he's tapped out.
He's
like,
gone.
Yeah, like how similar maybe Zaha's tapped. Like, he wanted to go in the summer. They said, you know what? You ain't going... Yeah, one more. You ain't going nowhere. He's been injured for the first quarter of the season. I think he's tapped out. It's just a matter of... behind the scenes, they're probably already working on the deal.
Of course.
Already working on it.
And we have to now work for his not replacement, but
Which is why I was saying Bruno should have come in, or whoever you wanted should have come in and had no pressure because Pogba's there. Then when Pogba goes, you can take. But now you're asking Pogba to go and this guy come in. Everyone's going to compare straight away.
I tried to tell you when Ollie's coming out and talking about transfers. Now he's coming out a bit more saying, yo, the players that we wanted, we couldn't get them at that time. That's fine. So I'll wait another summer. So guess what, Pogba? You're going to leave next summer, but we're already working on what we're going to be doing after you next summer. So cool. We go through what we do this season. Pogba stays with us, gives us what he can give us. He will get his move, and then he'll bring in the players that he wants to bring in. That's all it is. We just got to be patient. We can't have it all in one window.
All right, cool. All right. Dotty. Arsenal drew. Yeah, Arsenal, Crystal Palace. 2-2.
Bring it here.
Yeah, it's all yours.
Firstly, we got bumped. Can we disagree on that?
Facts. I agree. That's that. How you're putting VAR back for that? Yeah, I can't believe that.
This is my issue with VAR now. Yeah, cool. There's penalties. There's handballs and all that. We've watched football for how many years? In what lifetime is that a foul? It's a scramble in the box. It wasn't even clear that someone's booted someone's leg or you get me done something. It's not as clear as that. It was literally a scramble. When I saw VAR, I said, I'm thinking, what? Maybe like a handball or maybe an offside. When I saw it was that, it's ridiculous now. And what's irritating me more is the VAR screen to check is right there on the touchline. Yeah, why isn't the referee going to check this?
So, coach, can the referee go over to check the screen? I know World Cup they were going over checking the screen, checking it themselves. Yeah, because some they weren't even going over. Some they were getting told, go and check it though. This one, so they were going over. We're not seeing in the Premier League they're going over.
Well, I feel because they're not going over, that must be the protocol for VAR. Because what they're doing, they're putting another Premier League official on the VAR.
Maybe that's to speed up time. Maybe
it's to speed up time. But I agree with in terms of what Dots is going to say in terms of. They should go to the screen because you're the referee on the match.
Exactly.
You've made a decision or not made a decision. All you need to do whisper in his ear, yo, go and check this on the monitor.
Yeah.
If you think it's still not a penalty, fine.
That's what it should be.
But let's just give you the option.
Yeah.
So guess what? So we're not saying that you've just dismissed this decision. Yeah. Instead of giving it to another random ref who might have, once again, that ref. That's a VAR. You don't know who he supports.
That nerd.
You don't know what's going on there.
He's probably eating popcorn where he's sitting. Oh, what? It's my turn. VAR. Yeah. Let me check the VAR. Yeah, let me spoil this whole match.
Probably got Aka. You never know.
But guess what? But guess what? In terms of with the Premier League, everything revolves around business. Premier League referees are full-time, all of them. So if you're not doing a fixture live on the pitch, that you need to be working.
That's your shift. Yeah.
We're not paying you to sit at home. So you can go and be the VAR official. Do you get what I'm saying? I think that's wrong. I still think that the referee on the pitch should go and check the monitor and whatnot. But also as well, this is how they're probably thinking. That same referee, if he goes and checks the monitor, if it's a decision against the home team, he might be swayed by that as well. He might be swayed, but this. I'm just thinking how they might be thinking. Whereas the VAR official is tucked away somewhere, not swayed by no home support, nothing. Now, if you're the home fans and you can see him, he's underneath the booth. And this and that and where he might be pressure.
It's a neutral place, so they don't.
Might be pressure.
Now this referee will probably see that on the screen. I think you know what, that wasn't a foul. You know.
Yeah, you messed me up.
Yeah. Like you man messed me up. You got me looking crazy out here, B.
Yeah.
Fam,
that could actually happen, you know.
Come on, G.
But yeah, to the game though, because should Arsenal have been in that position from 2-0 up?
Of course, it's Arsenal typical. Like 2-0, I wasn't even like I'm not getting carried away. We know what's gonna happen. By the time, as soon as I locked in 2-1 penalty straight away. 2-2 was gonna come. Samson was saying, "Yeah, don't worry about it. 3-2. You're gonna win. You're gonna win. Why are we gonna win? Why?
No, only because I've seen Arsenal so many times. Even if they go in the lead, the other team has a fight back. But then Arsenal, with the firepower, they just get a winner. You were here last game. The last podcast we had, what game was it? Was it Aston Villa?
Yeah.
There was Aubameyang scored a free kick. So that's why I was saying Arsenal will come back.
Anyway, we did what you said we'll do, but we just got bumped. But anyway, let's talk about this pussy or this prick, this scumbag Xhaka.
That's the big talking point. Let's talk about it.
We saw that live.
Explain the situation.
We were just
Explain for the...
situation.
Okay, cool. Saka's coming on. I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's gonna take off Lacazette, put Aubameyang central. He's brought off Xhaka. I said, okay, Emery's awake. Finally, you get me? I'm not paying attention. Before I look again. Xhaka,
He's already through his armband.
He's throwing his armband. I said, eh?
He gave it to Aubameyang. He didn't throw it.
Okay, but he threw it in a disrespectful manner. He didn't say, yo, my G, take that armband, win this. You get me? He took off like, have that, and then he's raising his hands like, yeah, boo me louder, boo me louder. I thought, no, like this is the captain of the club, right?
But Arsenal fans, what were they trying... As an Arsenal fan, what do you think? Were the Arsenal fans kind of doing a sarcastic cheer that he's coming off?
I know.
Were they saying hurry up? Which one was it?
I know what these fans are on. It's probably a mixture of both, but they were definitely cheering because he was coming off. We don't like Xhaka. 90% of the Arsenal supporters, right? We know what time it is with Xhaka. He's shit. So anytime he comes off and we're chasing a goal, we're happy that he's coming off, right? So they were probably cheering because of that, right? They were cheering because of that. And then when he wasn't coming off quick enough, apparently, that's when they started getting louder. Yeah. And this guy had the audacity.
We saw it. We was watching it. Yeah.
Fam, he had the audacity to cup his ears and say, "Yeah, louder, bring me louder." I'm sure he was even effing and blinding, like, you fucking pricks. Probably speaking Albanian, like, you get me?
Wait, because that reaction there that you just said, why do you think he had that? Because what I was saying was he actually might be deluded in terms of he's thinking everyone's overreacting. I'm a good player.
Yeah.
They don't know what they have.
Yeah. Xhaka already thinks he's too. I can tell the guy thinks he's a solid baller, right? So he's probably thinking, nah, you pricks. Like, why do you even know who you're booing? Like, you get me? Yeah. Fam.
Because a player that knows that he's not on form, if they're booing, you're just gonna run. Like coach said, you jog off the pitch. You're like, you know what? Let me get out.
That. As the captain of the club, cool. I've been subbed. It's a positive sub. It's an attacking sub. I get it. Let me come off this pitch, be on the sideline, cheer the team on, like, you get me? And then we sort it out next week, or we sort it out in training. Fam, this guy's the captain. This guy's like, he came off he didn't even go to the bench.
Took his shirt off.
It's unseen. I've never seen that. From the captain, I've never seen it, G. I've never seen it in footy. He's come off the pitch, took his shirt off. I thought he was even going to throw it. He went straight down the tunnel. He's even talking shit to the fans, saying, F off, fuck you lot. Fam, for me, if Emery has any single balls under his trousers, yeah? If he has any single balls under his trousers, Xhaka should be done. Stripped immediately. No cap. Stripped immediately. I don't even want to see him on grass.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to ask you. If you're Emery, realistically, you're saying, oh, yeah, he's done. But let's be realistic, because even Emery tapped him when he came off, like, good game. Like, you know, when managers...
Yeah, cool. Listen, it's not like we're scrapping like he's one of our better players. It's easy. You just get him out and put Torreira in, as you should have done since. Now you've got a big excuse, a massive excuse and a massive reason. Valid one. Don't put this guy back on the pitch. Because, fam, if you can be like that, that means you don't give a shit about the club. You do not care. You don't care about Arsenal. You don't. You know what I'm saying? True. Furthermore, the club, the board, the higher-ups, they should be telling Emery, slap this guy's face, 3-week fine, don't even take that captain's armband off them. I don't know who the captain's going to be now, because all of them, there's no leaders there anyway, but it can't be Xhaka. And it's just so mad how this is unfolded. Yeah. We didn't want this guy as captain anyway. We knew he was not captain quality, and he's gone and done this.
Might have been a smart play from Arsenal fans, boy. Because
what I would say is, Emery has to be careful, because at the end of the day, as much as Dots and probably the majority of Arsenal fans don't want him to play, he's with him every day. He sees him training every day. Arsenal fans just see him in the matches where he's not producing. Don't get me wrong. I don't know what Xhaka is. I don't know if he's a DM, CM. I don't know what he is. Me personally, I don't know what he is, and he's not a player that I would want in my centre midfield, because I don't know what he is apart from making fouls. But Emery, as a manager, as a coach, you have to be careful, because if now you drop him because of that, you've now wielded to fan pressure.
So no, wait, coach. Wait, let me ask you. If you're Emery, what do you do on Monday?
No.
Training. What do you do to
You
Emery?
get fined.
Okay.
Because you don't want that image of you as a
soft, yeah.
yeah. So you just get the listen. Couple weeks fine. Listen, hold it there, rare. But you bring him in. You might even. It depends who they got next. Yeah, I would bring in. Okay.
No. That's cut match. Who's the next league
Okay,
game?
so even cut match, I would give him the game off for that and whatever.
Not in the squad at all.
Not in the squad at all. Just give him because once again, that game will give Emery an excuse to say, "Yo, I'm utilizing my squad." Yeah. So it's not I'm dropping Xhaka, I'm utilizing squad.
And hope that the player that comes in plays well.
Because don't forget, as much as everyone's talking about the captain thing, it was the players that picked it. It wasn't Emery, It was the players that play with him week in, week out, and train with him every single day.
They might want him to start.
But this is what I'm saying. So Emery can't go off what Dots and other fans are saying and feeling about him. They have to go off, if I drop him, what's that gonna also say to the other players in terms of the ones that picked him as their captain?
Oh, bro.
What? This is what I'm trying to say. I get where Dots has come from. Me, I'm not a Xhaka fan. Yeah. If I was an Arsenal fan, he has not produced for Arsenal. I don't know ever. So I get where that is, but I'm saying if you put your managers and coaches hat on as Emery as his job, okay, he has to look at it as if I drop Xhaka for that, I'm wielding to fan pressure. If you're wielding to fan pressure, that sends a wrong message to your players in your dressing room.
If as manager, you don't think that that's disrespectful though?
No, because if you weren't
as a manager, I've subbed you off and you've done that. You don't.
That's why I'm going to fine you. That's why I'm going to fine you. Okay. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm going to fine you in the back doors. I'm not going to announce it to the public. I just fine you in the back door. This is not what I need my captain doing. I know that reaction from the fans was.
So you don't strip him either?
No, I'm not stripping because he didn't pick him. It's the other players that you're going to war with. This is what I'm saying. It's the other players you're going to war with.
Let me look this off. You're saying all this. He's not. Why is he listening to the fans? As a manager, he's seen that. That's mad. It's not what the fans think. It's what I think. You're the captain. Even if the players have picked you,
lead by example.
Lead by example. You're the captain of this team that I've assembled, right? I send you as a team out, and I put you, and you're the captain. You've done this
after a tactical change.
Forget the fans. Wow. I think I'm stripping you. Yeah. That's what I think. Furthermore, bro, if that's Sir Alex, if that's Pep, are you crazy?
Jose even.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Fan base, bro.
No, forget the fan base. You were talking about
the fan base.
You were talking about
Ashley Young is just as awful, and he's our captain.
Listen,
but when he gets brought
off, you'll never get that cheer though.
Ashley Young is never gonna do that. Even if they boo him and cheer, blah blah blah, he's never gonna do that, right? Listen, you're talking about how is he gonna look to the other players? Because the players picked him. Listen. You say, listen, I'm not taking any shit from none of you lot.
If we don't take them out, Aubameyang's gonna. If he doesn't do anything after this, Aubameyang's gonna slap his head.
Slap his face.
You don't understand what I'm saying.
The disrespect will be so high. Arsenal players will be like, bruv.
In that position, if Emery is a top manager and he's still feeling Xhaka, this is the key thing. If he's still feeling, whether we think he should be feeling him or not, if he's still feeling him as a player, you take him to the side. You're gonna get 2 weeks, and you need to put out a statement on your own social, whatever. No, what I'm saying, because social media, that's the thing now. Yeah. You got to put out your own statement about how you disrespected. You shouldn't have done that. It was the heat of the moment. You need to take the sting out of this right now. But I'm gonna fine you 2 weeks. Okay, I'm not gonna tell anyone I'll find you 2 weeks. It'll be internal because I still feel you as a player. Okay, I'm not going to put you out there, but you need to put yourself out there and apologise to the Arsenal fans that you disrespected. Okay, that's what you do as a top manager.
I hear that, that's fair, but we just got to remember who we're talking about. Emery was at PSG, and you already might have a chip on his shoulder about players undermining him. Don't forget, Mbappe and Neymar, they were talking to him anyhow. Xhaka, they even got rid of him.
Xhaka was not undermining Emery. It was the reaction. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. If the fans don't boo him, does he take his shirt off?
He was strolling off the pitch.
Does he take his shirt off? Does he do this? Yeah, he doesn't do nothing. He just comes off. That's what he does. And he goes onto the bench. So that's not the disrespect to Emery. The disrespect is to the Arsenal fans who booed him. So that's why he went like this. Keep booing me. Then he went like this. What are you man saying?
He took the shirt
then
off.
He took the shirt off.
And you didn't go on the bench though.
No, but this is what I'm saying.
Now who's that to? Wait. Your player.
That's what I'm saying though. He's doing all the disrespectful stuff to the fans.
Cool. Wait. Even if you're right for the first three, you're a coach, yeah? If one of your players came off and didn't go and sit on the bench, Isn't that disrespectful?
Listen, you need to
He's not injured.
listen.
He's gone to the tunnel.
I'm telling you right now. Now you're putting me in a coach's position. I'm telling you how Emery should be thinking as a coach. You have to keep this ship tight, bruv. You cannot let this incident manifest to the whole squad.
I do agree with that because we've seen seasons play out like that when something happens.
Nip stuff like this in the bud. So what you do as Emery, which he done was professional. He didn't just stand there and let him walk past him. Gave him a little tap on the chest, like guys. Xhaka, don't worry about it, man. I know that there was a bit disrespectful for the fans, but don't worry about it.
Oh
because
my God,
listen to what I'm saying, Dots. I'm not angry, Dots. This is what I'm saying. You have to also put yourself in Emery's shoes. You guys are not doing that. You're just putting yourself in Arsenal fans' shoes and saying, we're booing you. You're playing shit. You've been playing shit for the last 3 years. Strip him of the captaincy. Take him out the squad. You're not putting yourself in Emery's shoes. Emery's not an Arsenal fan.
Let me break it down to you.
employed by the
Okay, cool. Let me break it down to you, yeah? Fam, it's 2-2 at this point. 64th minute, yeah? Hurry up. Samson, no, chill. I haven't finished.
I get it.
Hurry up. Like, fam. Xhaka was pissed off that he was getting subbed. I promise you that.
100%.
Right, exactly. So that's
AU was
exactly. So he was pissed off already, right? So that's the first disrespect to the coach. Then you're strolling. Bro. Hurry up. You know what I'm saying? Hurry up. And then on top of that, you walk straight down the tunnel.
Them antics, yeah.
Come on, G. It's disrespectful to Emery.
I think what coach is saying is a fine enough for that then, because that might just be the.
He only walked down the tunnel because the fans were booing him. He did not walk down the tunnel because he was getting sucked. He only took off his shirt because the fans were booing him.
Fine.
That's the only reason why he took off his shirt.
Fine.
There was no disrespect to Emery.
If this was a normal player, yeah, a fine would suffice. This guy's the club captain, G. You know what the club captain means? Every week you do the captain notes. You're the face of the team essentially, bro.
And you're bringing me into my next point. You're leading me.
Yeah, fine. Let me finish. From that, you cannot be the club captain anymore. Which club captains, in memory, does stuff like this?
You're saying club captains, yeah? Wait. You're saying club captains, yeah? But I have a feeling if a certain Mesut Ozil did everything Xhaka just done, Emery is making sure this guy don't play again.
Exactly.
Let's keep it a buck here.
This is my whole point in terms of Emery. Emery still feels Xhaka. That's why he's been playing in his team. That's why he gave him the pat on the chest to say, yo, I know you're not trying to disrespect me.
But
it's the fans.
Cool. I'm asking you, you said because of the team morale, would Emery not do that to Ozil?
Listen, of course, Emery doesn't even like Ozil as a football player because he doesn't work hard enough. He doesn't like that. Do you get what I'm saying? What I'm saying to you about the whole walking off slowly, I get that. But like you said, he's the club captain. So guess what? As the club captain, you also get a bit of leeway as well.
Oh, you don't?
Listen. You can talk all that sort of stuff and say emotionally, no, you shouldn't. You should get the same treatment. But in professional football, if you are the captain, you get that. Even, what did Paul Scholes say the other day? Couple of his stories. He said, yo, when I refused to play for the reserves because Sir Alex Ferguson told me to play for them after I got back from injury and whatever, he fined me 3 weeks' wages because I said no, but no one knew about that because he nipped it in the bud. That's Scholes, you know. Much better player than Xhaka, but that's Scholes. So if you can do that to Scholes, but no one knows until Scholes is retired, that's what top managers do. They nip it in the bud. They keep it in the club.
So it doesn't manifest to
No,
the whole team.
you can't nip this one in the. You can't close this in. This was live on TV.
Nick Cantona in the bud.
Even your reaction when it was happening, you was like, you couldn't believe it. It was happening.
I couldn't believe it, G.
Yeah.
This is live on TV, fam. One thing you don't do, right? You cannot go against the fans like that. You cannot. Every home match. What do you think is going to happen now?
It's like going to land the coffin, G.
They'll boo this guy like he's not.
Unless he scores a screamer 3 games in a row, it's not out.
No. Okay, fine.
Who does that help?
Say Xhaka plays now.
Who does it help in what ways? They don't want them.
I'm talking about you fans. Yeah. If Emery's still feeling him and he's not bringing your Ozil back or whatever, and he's still playing on the pitch, you keep booing him every whole match. What's that do for your team?
Bruv, it does
What does
nothing.
it do?
It does nothing, G. Fam, we're the fans. You can't tell us nothing. We're the fans. We're coming to support the team, right? This prick has disrespected us all. Yeah?
I'm with you.
Right.
We don't get,
So why are we battling?
But the reason why we're battling is because I'm trying to talk in a professional environment.
TeamTalkTV, man. Get in the comments and put in there what you think happened to Xhaka. Tell us what you think happened to Xhaka. Get in the comments.
I'm thinking as a coach, my squad have voted for this boy to be captain. The fans don't like this guy being captain because they feel that he's not a suitable player to play for Arsenal. He's shown that disrespect in public. I've tapped him on the chest because the reason why I've tapped him on the chest, he's not showing disrespect to me. It's his emotional reaction to the fans booing him and embarrassing him in public like they have. Yeah, no problem. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna nip it in the bud. I'm gonna fine him. I'm gonna make sure he puts out a statement because at the end of the day, when you come out to the Emirates Stadium, them fans need to be on side with you. And as a professional man in a professional environment, I need to nip it in the bud. Whether I feel Dots is right or I'm right or whoever it is,
save face.
or fan, even if fans are correct, Emery might be thinking, listen, I know why the fans are booing because fans don't boo no one like that. Arsenal fans haven't booed anyone in their
since Eboué.
Since Eboué, they haven't booed anyone. So for the fact that they boo him, it's like like Emery might be thinking, blood, this guy's really not doing that.
95% of like pundits, fans, whoever, they're gonna say the same thing. This guy cannot be the club captain anymore. It's as simple as that. That's not a small disrespect to the fact that we've never seen it before. I've never seen that. I've
seen players come off angry.
Yes.
But not at the fans.
Bro, he's saying, bruv, he was effing and blinding. Come on, what? Shut up, pricks. Like, louder. Come on, talk louder. What? Talk louder. Come on. Yeah. It's mad.
Yeah, he lost his head. He lost his head.
Xhaka, let me continue on Arsenal, please, because the game itself was more rubbish. Right?
I don't want to get to the game anymore, man.
No, I've got one point.
Yeah.
You look, when I said a comment whilst I was watching the game, right? You looked at me like, oh, blah, blah. This guy. No, listen. This. I want to hear what the fans and the listeners have to say about this. Leave it in the comments. Let us know. Dani Ceballos, if Real Madrid say, this guy costs 35, Arsenal need to turn around.
Oh no, who was blowing his horn?
Whoa, bruv, let me land and let me finish. I will say all I need to say and I'll expose myself. Yes, at the start, he did look like he was the real deal. He didn't look like he was the truth. Yeah, he looked like everything. Well, exactly, to everyone. Fam, since that Liverpool game, I don't know what's going on. With
you know what's so funny? Before you carry on, you know what's so funny about that Liverpool game? And I don't want to get this guy's head big here, but he was even saying, let's wait till he goes Anfield and see what he's about. Yeah. He said it. I think that was his response to you. Let him go Anfield in that small pitch and let's see how he handles it and then we'll see where it goes on from there. He hasn't kicked on.
But obviously, that's what I'm saying. We haven't played Liverpool every week. We've played cowboy teams where I expect him to kind of dominate and pull strings more than he has. He hasn't looked good at all. And if Arsenal fans are out there, they will keep it real as well. Dani Ceballos hasn't shown us much. For us to sign him permanently, waste our money on signing this guy permanently to have this...
Man said waste.
It'll be a waste for me. At this moment in time, it'll be a complete waste of money because, bro, I expected this guy to be a number 10 creative, pull the strings, be in the middle and link the midfielders to the attack. He hasn't done it. I don't know what this guy does in matches anymore, G. At the start, he was doing his nice turns. He's looking Cazorla. So I was thinking, yeah, we've got someone now. Bro, he's looking like sweet boy Spanish.
What would you say the issue is? He's losing possession or what would you say?
He's losing possession and he's just like he picks up the ball very deep on the pitch, and then from there he doesn't do much. Like he's been misplacing passes.
Has to spray it to the other side.
Yeah, like it's just not. At the moment, I'm not saying I just wouldn't waste my money on him, right? Because if we're gonna buy him, it's gonna be a 5-year deal, and this is gonna be our guy. I don't want him. I wouldn't want him. Yeah, cool, fine. Let's. Ceballos. Yeah, save for the year, my guy. It's someone else.
It ain't even been half a year yet. Oh. Man saying save for the... Listen, with Ceballos, like you said, I did say you got to judge these man, give them a year. But when you go to Anfield and places like that, and then you're playing against... Who's he playing against in the middle today? McCarthy, what's his name? Mihailovic. Them guys there are just workhorses. And
you got Pepe, Aubameyang in front of you. Running.
What it is, they put it on you physically. And the Premier League is taxing. And he ain't even reached November yet. And he's now starting to find out like, this ain't about the pretty turns and this. When guys put it on you, have you got that mental... have you got that mental strength to, give me the ball again. Actually, no, that guy took the ball off.
That Guendouzi does.
Yes.
Guendouzi.
I've always rated Guendouzi. The first time I saw Guendouzi, I said, he's 19. He don't move like a 19-year-old because he's raising up a couple of the older players. And he always wants the ball.
On Thursday, that Pepe free kick, he's the one that drove for that free kick to win it.
With Ceballos, like I said before, Real Madrid have loaned him to Arsenal to see what he's on. If he ends up being that, top player, we'll bring him back to Real Madrid. And if Arsenal want him, we can just spank the price up. If he doesn't do nothing, come back to Real Madrid, we'll probably send you to another Real Betis, whatever. And that's what they're going to do. Yeah. And with Emery, obviously, he knew Ramsey was going. He knew Ceballos was coming in whatever. Yeah. It either works or it doesn't. Either way. And right now, like you said, what you're seeing, it's not working.
It's not working for me. I mean, there's seasons, long season, he might turn come good. Yeah. But at the moment, it's just not. He's not doing enough, and he's not doing well enough for me.
Before we get into the next topic, yeah, because we've been on this Arsenal thing for long. Quickly, Dots. It was in a group. Was it in a group? Someone said something about Jose at Emirates. Yeah, there's someone put a picture of Jose at Emirates. And then we started playing with the idea of Jose becoming Arsenal manager. The history of Arsenal fans and Jose is deep because obviously he dissed your manager, your ex-manager, that he's a specialist in failure, blah blah blah. How would you feel if Emery didn't work out for him and Jose took over Arsenal as an Arsenal fan?
I'd be fuming, G. I've already said this. Listen, that's the worst thing that could probably happen. For me, personally, if Jose Mourinho became the manager of this football club, where's the NBA top at? You get me? Fam, LeBron? Fam, no hype.
So you'll stop watching football, you're saying?
Obviously, it's exaggeration. Man loves football to the end. I love Arsenal to the end. But it would be very, very bad for me. Like, I'd be angry. Like, and the thing is, someone said in the group, I think it was Stelios, someone said, like, oh, if we start winning, man, guys will start saying, yeah, that. No.
Because football fans are fickle, you know.
We are fickle, but some of us are not fickle. But it's deeper than, like.
Why is your hatred for Jose
Bro,
that
I just
deep?
don't like him as a person. I don't like him.
Yeah, but you have to like him as a person if he gets results on the pitch, yeah?
No, but I just don't like him. I can't explain it. If you don't want something, you don't want it, G. I can't explain it.
But coach though, like, take a step back here. Could Jose kind of do anything for Arsenal?
Anyway?
I'm saying,
What's he gonna do? He hasn't
what
got no checkbook. He hasn't got Kroenke like Nancy said. He hasn't got someone that's gonna splash cash for him. What's he gonna do anyway, bruv? This guy just
because he'll be demanding from the board that he gets money anyway.
Man, piss off.
Listen, the reason why Jose he wouldn't fit Arsenal. Jose is very demanding. Mm-hmm. He's a top manager. I don't care what Arsenal fans say or whatever. He's a top manager, and he demands the top success at the end, at least striving towards it. Mm-hmm. Arsenal, from the top down, they're not built like that. Do you get what I'm saying? They're not built on, yeah, you have to be successful. Mm-hmm. We have to have a plan to be successful. Mm-hmm. He wants to be successful. That's why he hasn't got no job at the moment. Because the next situation, like he said, he knows he cannot go into another Man United situation where Woodward's in charge. He needs to be in charge. At the end of it, not Abramovich, not Woodward. He needs to be in charge. That's why he's waiting it out and doing the whole Sky Sports punditry or whatever he's doing. But in terms of him and Arsenal, it wouldn't be a good fit. And I think it won't be a good fit for him personally. Forget Arsenal. They don't deserve a man like Mourinho anyway.
If they can boo Xhaka, they'll boo him.
They don't know the... They can't take the emotion out of it. They They're still thinking about Chelsea and Arsenal back in the day and what he said. Because this is what I'm saying. He just he hurt Arsenal. He hurt Arsenal fans because he kept it real with them.
Cool,
you guys,
where is he now?
Where are you?
Where is he now? He's commentating on BN Sports.
No, Sky Sports.
Yeah, where he's at BN Sports and Sky Sports, scrapping for a job. Jose's not elite anymore. No one wants him. None of the top.
See what I'm saying?
He's not.
A lot of the argument was that he's outdated.
He's outdated, Joe. Please. What did he do for your club, coach? What did he do for your club?
You want more trophies than...
What did he do for your club? What did he do for your club? Ultimately, he got sacked. Bottom line, because he's not good. He's not that guy anymore. Simple.
Okay, so what?
Exactly. Why are we fighting for Jose Mourinho? Shit, man.
This is a question anyway.
That's what I'm saying. See the emotional stuff. Arsenal fans can't take the emotional.
You see, Dots, if Jose was Arsenal manager, the first thing Dots would be on him.
They will take Emery over Mourinho. That's all you need to know about
I
Arsenal
wouldn't
fans.
take Emery or Mourinho. Let's bomb the whole squad.
So who would you take right now?
He said bomb the whole squad.
Ask him. Who would you
Take right now. It's a segue. I'll take Brendan Rodgers, mate.
Let's talk about it. Because you see this one, yeah? And that was a beautiful segue, you know. It's funny. The thing is, yeah, when Brendan Rodgers was actually linked with Arsenal, you know, at one point, and I remember a lot of Arsenal fans were saying, nope, I don't want him. And Dots, you're one of them.
Yeah, I think I even said the F word to someone. I said F off to someone. I don't want this cowboy at my club. For what? When I'm seeing names like Allegri and that named, even Emery. I thought, what? Yeah. Obviously Emery over Brendan Rodgers for sure. But fam, this is what, 3 clubs, and I don't count Celtic. Shout out Scuffy, back then me in the group the other day. If anyone respects Celtic as a big club, I'm sorry, but I'm counting Swansea, Liverpool, and now Leicester. What he's done at those clubs in the Premier League, it's not a fluke, obviously, now.
Let's talk about Leicester's start this season since he's taken over, yeah? Because he's coming in the summer, right? No, sorry. He came in Feb. He lost Maguire in the summer.
That's why all this, he needs 5 transfer windows. He needs 8. He needs 12. He needs 16 transfer windows. That's what I'm saying. No, let me finish.
No, before you go on. Before he goes on. Let me just kill him. Before he goes on, once again, he's completely ignoring the pressure at United and the pressure at Leicester. Completely ignoring it. So this is what I'm trying to say. You know, Samuel, if Leicester finish 13th this year, is anyone going to say anything to Brendan Rodgers? Nothing. Let Solskjaer finish 13th because Man United is a giant of a football club.
Carry on, though.
I'll tell you what's a lie. Listen, in the Premier League now, anyone can get it, you know. Everton, Norwich, if the results aren't flowing, you'll get the chop, G. So there is pressure.
That's facts.
There is pressure.
Of course you get the chop.
Yeah, cool. It might not be like, oh, you have to win a trophy pressure. But listen, if it's going sideways and we're blasting cash and we're giving you an objective.
Marco Silva, Everton, has to be very careful.
Exactly.
He's going to go soon.
We're giving you an objective of finishing the top 6 and we're moving shaky at 12th, 13th. We'll chop you. So there is pressure.
Let's talk about Leicester though, because bruv, their goal difference, I swear, is near Liverpool's now.
It's near Liverpool's, G. It's about the same as
Before
Liverpool's.
yeah.
Yeah. It's about the same as Liverpool's.
They've scored the same as Liverpool. Bro, they are banging goals for fun.
And the thing is, that match against Southampton, right? Everyone's saying, oh, it was 10 men. How many times have we seen a team go 10 men? They don't go to 9-0. It's not.
Let's talk about Arsenal, because I think someone even said if that was Arsenal, it would still be.
Exactly. If that was Arsenal, it would still be. They'll still make the match lobster and chips, not chicken and chips. You know what I'm saying? Leicester, they're playing
Good football.
amazing football right now. They're creating chances. They're fullbacks. You know what I was deep in it. Yeah, this is how I clocked. In that Leicester team, there are many players in that starting lineup. Yeah, I will take at Arsenal quickly. The fullbacks immediately, I'll take them.
Ndidi, 100%.
I'll take Ndidi. Madison, obviously. Vardy, obviously.
Vardy, obviously. I remember when Vardy was linked to Arsenal. I remember. Oh, did you win him?
I wanted Vardy. What are you talking about? I wanted Vardy.
I'm gonna go check the tape because
I wanted Vardy.
No, you might be right, but I remember people didn't want Vardy. They were saying I don't want Vardy.
I wanted Vardy.
Yeah.
I wanted Vardy. No, listen, that's.
But he's done well with the team anyway. Brendan Rodgers, yeah, because even that. Don't forget, they beat Newcastle. Was it 6-1 or 5-1? It was Newcastle.
Yeah.
And then Newcastle the week after beat us.
Yeah.
And then the same thing again. Who is it that they beat on just now?
Southampton.
We lost. We drew against Southampton. Yeah. So
listen, I'm fearful of that match against Leicester because.
Thank God we've played them, but that was a quick one. No.
They're gonna tear us. They're gonna the way Arsenal play and the way we give away chances and people get 16 shots minimum against us on target. Fam, Madison, Vardy, Chilwell, and Ndidi, they're gonna bubble. Tielemans on top. I'll take Tielemans too.
Yeah.
Come on, Brendan Rodgers.
He's done his thing quietly.
And one window, coach. One window, just one. Just one window, G. And he sold his best defender, supposedly. He sold his best defender.
So when you talk about United and try and compare them to Leicester, what happened when they both met up?
Bro, that was a very... we scraped that win, bro.
I don't want to hear that because
this
is the team that's winning 9-0, playing fantastic football, got their philosophy. He's done it at Swansea, he's done it at this, playing against good old Ollie, who's playing that boring football, who's not doing nothing. What happened when they...
Was it a penalty? I need to check it. But yeah, we beat them 1-0.
No, forget the scoreline. What happened in the match? Leicester didn't do nothing.
Yeah, they didn't turn up. That day they were terrible.
No, don't give me that they didn't turn up because they're playing the champagne football that everyone's talking about and you're comparing it to Man United's boring football. So what happened when they went head to head? Did we hold juice?
You're jealous.
Did we hold...
You won the match. Okay. But at the moment, where are they and where are you? Okay, it's not... The season's not defined against just playing Man U.
We're not even in November, you know.
Okay, fine.
This is what I'm saying.
Let me ask, Coach, do you think Ollie will finish above Brendan Rodgers this season?
Of course.
Okay. Wait, Dots, do you think...
Episode 37, guys.
Listen,
mark it down, please. Star it and pin it, please.
Listen. I think so. Yeah? Whether he does or not, or whatever it is, I don't care about Leicester. I don't care about...
No, you can't moonwalk.
I think he will. But I'm saying that I'm not doing the whole, you don't finish above Leicester, you need to get sacked.
I didn't say nothing about sacks, bro. I just asked you, do you think...
I think he will.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Alright,
I think he will.
Sterling, man. Sterling has been mad. He's moving mad. Who? Raheem Sterling.
Okay, all right then. Cool.
And even a certain person, I don't want to say, he even came. No. A certain person came and put in the group and said, you know what? This guy, he's playing well in front of my eyes or something like that. He said something like that. Listen, Sterling.
Screenshot.
I'll show you.
Sterling is playing very well right now, yeah?
Main guy for City.
Yeah. Dots, what did you say this?
Say that again, coach.
Main guy for City. The main guy for City. Don't give me nothing.
You think he's the main man?
He's the main man, bro.
What, ahead of
If you need a
KDB?
deadlock, if you need it unlocked or anything like that, Sterling is your
Ahead of KDB, Sterling's the main man.
Bro. Sterling don't get dropped, and for a reason. Pep don't drop Sterling. He doesn't drop Sterling. Like, he doesn't. He even said Sterling can listen after that Champions League match where he scored hat-trick. He says, "Listen, Sterling, He can play another game tomorrow. He's fake. This guy, he regenerates quick. He's ready. Like, I love this guy. He's the main man for City. That's it.
So don't forget, you see Pep, he does the old thing that he did at Barcelona to see who's fit. There's some machine thing that they put them on and whatever. If it says red or amber or whatever, it shows that your recovery is not really there. So he replaces you if you're on amber or red. But Sterling's probably on hitting greens. He's just hitting greens. He's just hitting greens every match.
Right now, it's deeper than, he's just there for the tap-ins. This and that, blah, blah, blah. You've got to get there. Right now, he's
creating goals, bro.
Creating goals. He's controlling things. He's just doing what he likes. And he's consistent.
Let me ask you, though, because you said something midweek after the Champions League game, after the hat-trick. You said Sterling right now is top 5 in the world.
Bro, come on. For me to be top, let's break it down, guys, and for the listeners as well. I'm not saying Sterling is one of the best top 5 players in the world, right? Let's just be clear, because football ability-wise, obviously Neymar's better than Sterling. Obviously Hazard's better than Sterling.
Because I had Neymar ahead of him.
Right. But I said right now, Sterling, is top 5 in the world. There's no debate about that. Consistently, club and country, what he's doing right now, it's not a joke, guys. It's not. I don't know why guys want to play it down a bit because it's Sterling and blah, blah, blah. It's not a joke what he's doing right now. The numbers he's putting up, the consistency he's playing in these games as well. Guys, come on. It's ridiculous. We're seeing it with our own eyes now. I don't know when guys were going to fully commit to it and say, Sterling is the guy. But when you do, come, no homo, pause, welcome aboard. Because I've been saying it, he's improving and he will continue to improve. He's only 25, for goodness sake. Come on, guys. Seriously.
I mean, he could be even the main man for England if you want to argue that. But coach, do you think he's top 5 in the world right now?
Listen, think about it properly, because I know. Think about it properly. Right now, guys are saying, Ronaldo's not top 5 in the world right now. I'm sorry to say it. And exactly, he's not. Let's think of who's top 5 in the world. Okay, cool. We can put KDB, Sterling, right? Mane for me as well. Yeah. Who else did I? Mbappe. And then I put Messi, because it'll be disrespectful not to put Messi, because
Messi hasn't been going there this season, to be fair.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
We're not counting this season. We're November.
When I say this season, come on, Messi just scored 50 goals.
I think what Dotts is saying is right now, meaning the combination till now.
About a year, 18 months, let's say. To not put Messi in is completely disrespectful.
But the reason I say Neymar...
Whether he's top 5, I'm not sure, but definitely top 10.
Yeah, and that's what I said. 100%. I said I don't know about top 5, but definitely top 10. Because Neymar started the season well, and that's. And
he played 2 games though.
No, I'm not. What do you mean? I'll put Sterling over Neymar, 100%.
You put Sterling over Neymar.
Yeah.
Listen, when you think of the best players in the world right now, who springs to mind? It's just that's how it is.
It's true.
Who springs to mind immediately? Even
Van Dijk.
Okay.
Van Dijk, come on.
Of course. And even if you ask footballers across the world, they'll listen, Sterling's that guy right now. He's up there. If we think of the best players in the world right now, you cannot.
If you're a manager and you're playing against Man City, you are worried about Sterling. You're trying to, shift your defense to make sure he's covered for.
But the reason why
he's a threat.
The reason why you're worried about Sterling, this is when Nacy was trying to diss me for saying about percentages and numbers and all that. I told you 95% of football's played without the ball, and his 95%
off the ball is a problem, man.
Yeah. And his 95% is crazy. You only get the guys with the 5% like Messi, maybe Ronaldo. When they get on the ball, it's special. Do you know what I'm saying? But everybody else, that's in that lower, just a little bit of a lower tier. They have to have that 95 out of 100. That movement off the ball, and his IQ, when to move, when to go wide, when to go in behind the defender, when to just lay it off, stuff like that. He is high. It's been high, and guess what? It's been high since Liverpool.
Yeah, it's getting better too.
Bruv, that front three of Sturridge, Suarez, and Sterling back then when he was young, he was a baby when he came in. That was firing back then, and he's been holding it up since then.
Yeah, boy. Can't argue with that. Front three. Quickly, this is another segue. Dotts was also saying MSN is arguably the best front three ever. Is that what he said?
No way.
Or is that what he said?
Yes, I did say that. And Coach said no way. Let me hear what you have to say, Coach.
In terms of club?
So Neymar, Messi, and Suarez, the best.
For the world.
Wait. When you said club football, who are you thinking of? What were you thinking of?
3 hours.
Well, I didn't know.
What? No.
Wait,
leave
what
it
3 hours?
The 3 hours.
What 3 hours?
Rivaldo, Ronaldo, and Ronaldinho.
Yeah, that's what I said this today. But we're talking about club.
No, that's what I said. If it's club football, then I probably got.
Even with that, how many times did you see that?
Say that again.
Like the World Cup.
That 2 years before they went to the World Cup, they were moving mad.
Bro, I just remember Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo. That front three was beautiful. That's when I remember Brazil. That's when I remember. And you had the Nilsson, even that
Ronaldo as well wasn't even the Barcelona Ronaldo R9. That wasn't even
that was after injury. Ronaldo with the haircut.
The injury with the France thing and all. But then Dino was coming up 22 years old, and then Rivaldo was.
Okay.
But you're talking about. Are you talking about club?
No. I'm talking about ever, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Because fam,
make the case for Emerson.
Fam, come on.
3 years. Make the case.
I feel you, but bro, I saw the clip I saw earlier today. Just sparked my memory. These guys were scoring disgusting, ridiculous.
Their numbers all together was
bro. No. Just the football that they was playing amongst the three of them. Come on, the interchanging and the passing and it was disgusting. It was unfair.
Neymar back badly.
Of course.
Why would Neymar? Okay, because I was one of the people that said Neymar is even good that he's gonna make a name for himself and get out of Messi's shadow when he goes PSG.
Bro, all this shadow, like fam. If you're meant to be in the shadow, fine. And furthermore,
I don't agree with that because for Brazil, he's not in the shadow.
Neymar is not the top echelon of Brazilian who carries team. He's not a Romario. He's not a Ronaldinho, and he's not an R9. He's a Xhaka. He's them sort of man. Don't forget.
Shout out Xhaka, man.
Yeah, but don't forget, even with Xhaka, when you got man like Pirlo, Seedorf, them sort of man around you can do your thing. But with Ronaldinho, R9, and Romario, they carry teams. Like literally, they were the top echelon of favela footballers. Do you get what I'm saying?
The thing is with this thing now, if you say Neymar was still at Barca now, I could see him being
taking over Messi, kind of.
Whilst Messi's there, it's not unfathomable.
Because it happened when Messi and Ronaldinho was there. They took Ronaldinho away after a while, so Messi can go through.
You know what I'm saying? And I know he's going to.
It's all hindsight thing.
It's hindsight for sure, and we don't know for what blah blah whatever. But he's definitely going to say like leaving Barca was a mistake. Why would you leave what they were doing? It was disgusting. Gee, they were doing backheel flicks. There was even one penalty that they took. Remember when Messi took the penalty and he passed it to the side and they slapped it? Come on, they scored all type of goals. The numbers were silly.
The Wi-Fi was mental.
It was through the roof. The Wi-Fi percentage was through the roof.
I remember that game against PSG in Champions League, and Messi wasn't even. Bro, Neymar, he took them through. Remember that when there was the deficit.
Messi would always be that guy, but there's no reason why Neymar couldn't have shone brightly with Messi there. There's no reason why. For me,
so that's the best front three for you then. What other front threes? Let's quickly go through some front threes that were good as well. No. Let's go through some other front threes because wait, you see that front three you're saying, good front three, but for me, more enjoyable to watch was Ronaldinho, Messi, and Eto'o on the right card. Do you remember? Do you remember that front three? I love that when Ronaldinho was in his prime.
Listen to me, that front three.
Eto'o, deadly striker. Wait, remember Ronaldinho and Messi when Messi had the long hair and he was.
Listen.
I love that too.
Let's go through it. Who's the central out of the three? Both teams. Eto'o and Suarez. Who you taking? It should be no. Chill. Dots, please.
Eto'o or Suarez.
I hear you.
No,
it's up to you. There's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer with this. There's no wrong answer.
There's a wrong answer.
No. Because El Pistoro, Suarez, Louis.
Listen, at Mallorca, do you see what Eto'o was
because
doing?
this not even the Suarez from Liverpool when he was. This is like an older Suarez as well.
Suarez snapped more at Barca. He went mad at Barca. You guys don't remember the goals this guy was scoring. I hear you.
Eto'o.
Yeah, I'll give it.
Samuel Eto'o.
Come on.
But wait, the Messi, the young Messi with long hair or the Messi with Neymar?
The older one, obviously.
And then what was the last one? Ronaldinho or Neymar?
There's no comparison.
Yeah, there's no comparison.
Because that front three, remember, bro, I was even angry that Rijkaard got sacked or left. I can't remember when, because they brought Pep in. I was like, bro, this black guy is doing madness with this
team. You know why, Just for the success that came and the numbers and come on, G.
No, because they won Champions League as well. But yeah, you're right.
Eto'o, Ronaldinho, and Messi. I'm talking about.
I love that front three, man.
Come on, bro. You had age. You had guys in their prime. You had guys that could just do magic out of the front three. You guys are killer striker as well that could do any. He could hold up the ball in behind.
And they had Iniesta, young Iniesta behind them. I love that team. But yeah, cool. We're gonna.
Let me just say the stats quickly.
No, I don't know.
Go. Okay, forget stats. Forget what we see. Yeah. Fam, what I saw from MSN was. I liked it, but I hear what you're saying about Eto'o, Ronaldinho, and
I used to watch that Barca team every week. That Rijkaard Barca, I used to watch that team every week. Ronaldinho was my favorite player to watch. But alright, we're gonna get out of here. But quick, I swear there's a boxing fight next week.
Forget the boxing. I need to touch on the racism sort of thing that you guys.
Okay, racism. Yeah. Because coach, you did text me in the midweek. You said you got something to say on this.
Yeah. like, it was a good discussion that you guys had last week, I must say. But there's a few things that certain man were missing. I'm glad that you actually got. Is it your boy Dapo?
Yeah. He was there. Yeah, he was at Haringey last week. Shout out Daps.
Shout out my boy Raheem Richards, who's the captain of that team as well, and whatnot. To me, the whole racism thing that's going on, I think black people in general, not just players, got to start waking up and understanding how this thing works. Yeah, if you don't have the three things available to you, you're not going to get anything changed. And these are the three things. If you don't have a seat at the table, the FIFA table or whatever it is, I'm talking about a proper black person. I'm not talking about just anyone that's black. If a real black person that understands the struggle and all that, yeah. If you don't have that, if you don't hit the federations in their pockets financially, and if there's no loss of life, okay, then nothing's gonna happen. And let me go through the scenarios. The loss of life. Let's say that goalkeeper turned around to that fan and had a fight. Somehow that fan got a lucky punch. He ended up dying. A fan dying, a player dying because of racism, and he reacted. Things are gonna get changed because he died. Things are gonna get changed. That's number one. Financially, yeah. If like I said before, if all the black players chose a weekend, I'm talking about every single professional black player chose a weekend not to play, it will help them. It would hurt the clubs and the federations financially. Yeah, because listen, what I'm saying, because you know what the calls that you're gonna end up having at Liverpool, Man United, and all these other clubs. You're gonna get Nike on the phone. You're gonna get Adidas on the phone. You're gonna get certain sponsors on the phone. Listen, these men are not joking. Yeah, and when these guys are not wearing my boots on the pitch, we're not giving you no sponsorship for your teams. So you need to sort out this whole racism thing, because it's taking money out of our pockets. Yeah, that's the second one. Yeah, and the third one is the seat at the table. I heard Gary Neville so many times criticising the Man United board. Oh, they do this, they're spending money, the Glazers, this, that, and the other. You know what Gary Neville went and done? Instead of him talking about it, he went and done something about it. In terms of, let me go and get my bedrooms that have got money, and let's go and get a club of our own and show people how to run a club. So when we're talking, we're not talking of just gas or just opinions. We're gone in there and put our money where our mouth is. How many black players have played this game where there's no owners and no clubs? We're still going out there asking, yo, excuse me, can I get a manager's job? Or excuse me, can I get a manager's job? Excuse me, can I be an assistant manager? Where are all these black players that made these millions in football to put their heads together, 5 or 6 of them to put their heads together and say, yo, let's go and buy a Salford City. Let's go and do this and show people how to run a football club and show them the diversity that's needed in football clubs. So guess what? When you have an EFL meeting or whatever it is, you can sit down at the table with these guys that make these decisions. Not 30 teams that have got 30 white owners that are talking about racism. Them man don't understand what we go through as black people at the end of the day. We have no seat at the table right now. So right now we don't have any of those three things. No seat at the table. We're not willing to sacrifice financially. Okay, and there's definitely obviously no loss of life due to the racism. So we're still begging people that don't look like us to change our situation for us. It's not going to happen. And until black players, black professional players start understanding, and black people in general, it's not going to work. I'll even take an example further. The LBGT thing, you're seeing that all over Tesco, Marks and Spencer's, your bank account, this, that, and the other. You know why? Because they've got powerful people in power positions that are gay, that are lesbians, that are transgender, whatever. They've got people in positions like that have a seat at the table. So when it's time to do a whole season of a campaign of them, that's why they do the campaign. They don't do the campaign because, oh yeah, we care about those people. Because those people have seats at the table. There's owners that are gay. There's owners that are lesbians. There's owners that are transgender. They won't come out, but they've got a seat at the table. So when they're talking about these things and having meetings, that's why things get done. When Anelka made that Jewish joke, yeah? Where's Anelka? You ain't seen Anelka again.
The celebration or the joke? It was some celebration.
Yeah, there was a comedian that said a Jewish joke when he was playing for West Brom. Yeah. What happened? West Brom is a Jewish owner. Get rid of Anelka right now. You ain't seen Anelka in the game since. Why? Because them guys are owners. They're in powerful positions in the FA. This, that, and the other. They're owners. They have a seat at the table, so we can make a difference. We can banish Anelka, and he can't do nothing. But when it comes to our racism, it's always swept under the carpet. Why? Because we have no seat at the table. We're not willing to sacrifice financially, but then we want to jump at this. Oh yeah, we should walk off the pitch. We should tell these men to ban the whole stadium. Just you got to ban the whole FA, and FIFA's got to do this. FIFA are racist too. That's what you need to understand. There's people in the FA that are racist too. We need to come to this realization. The people that run the Premier League, there's some of them that are racist too. And they're going to sweep all our stuff under the carpet until we are ready to either sacrifice or hit them in the pockets where it hurts at the end of the day.
All
That was a passionate thing
And
there.
the thing is,
feel passionate about
I
it.
can't. You can't disagree with a lot.
disagree with that.
Yeah, because until all of that stuff, what coach has said happens, all this.
You're just gonna see banners of
You're
kick
just
it
gonna
out.
see- bruv,
Kick it out.
Yeah, listen, it's got to the point, yeah.
That's what you're gonna say.
I'm irritated by seeing all this.
Say it.
Bro, I'm irritated by seeing it, G. Leave me alone. I'm not gonna say it, but I'm irritated, G. Seeing all this kick it out and all say no to racism. I'm sick of. It's rubbish. It's nonsense, G. They're putting on FIFA. They're putting.
It's on FIFA as well now. Kick it out.
Listen. I loaded up my FIFA. Yeah, let me play pro clubs today, guys. Shout out pro clubs with my pro clubs players. Let me play pro clubs. I've seen. Yeah, before I even pressed X, they put this stupid paragraph of saying no to racism. I said, what?
Guys are still getting abused online, G.
But when I score 5-0 and I pop on 5-0, I'm gonna get someone messaging me saying black can't nigger. How do they even know I'm black?
You're laughing, but it's real.
No, yeah, we have to laugh through the pain, man. You have to laugh through the pain.
We're not making no headway in terms of like I said, getting a seat at the table. So like I said, it gets to a person like Dots and that where it's just like, I'm getting fed up of it. All these t-shirts, kick it out. Then you've got the little advertisements on the football matches, and then you're cutting half a pitch, half a stadium for a thing just to put some banners up, no to racism and all that. But the guys that make these decisions, some of them are also racist. That's why it gets swept under the carpet. There's no one at the table talking for us. Guess what? Sorry to even prolong this. Even England themselves, obviously we've got racism in this country. What did England go and do? Before we start backing our back players, what did we go and do? Anyone notice what England did recently? No? Anyone see Chris Powell on the bench for England now? Yeah? We can't go and talk about what other countries are doing racially when we ain't even got no black coach here and providing for our black players. So guess what they've gone and done in 3 weeks? Chris Powell's now coming. You see him in the England videos on YouTube. You see him chatting to Southgate and all that. You think Southgate wants Chris Powell there? No. Someone's gone to Southgate and going to say, listen, we cannot back these black players unless we've done something ourselves to have someone black in there. At the end of the day, can you imagine how...
Don't you think that's a positive thing though?
No, that's what I'm saying.
No, for me, Chris Powell hasn't earned that spot. He's been put there as a symbol. Token symbol. Otherwise, Southgate would have brought him in when he first come in. But Southgate has brought his guys.
Oh, you're saying you don't rate it?
No, I don't rate it at all because I know why he's there. He's not. Even if you watch him in the England videos and that, he's standing there looking important. Like I'm part of the.
You can't say, but his credentials. I know he ain't done that, but he's been a manager. It's not like he's just.
The bottom line is he's been placed there as a token.
Token
That's
gesture.
it.
I'm telling you.
It's
bro.
not, and the thing is, it's not I don't think they've put him there based on we rate this guy. Let's bring him in. They just dashed him there as a token. Yeah. He just appeared. Let me not lie. He just appeared.
Yeah, I saw him that day. I said, "Oh shit!" Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, coach, what you said there's a lot of things that you get me. Thank you for saying. Yeah, quick, man, bruv. Kovalev is fighting Canelo next week, bro, for the title.
Next week?
It's next week, G. I'm sure it's next week, bro. But quick. Canelo or Kovalev? Sergey Kovalev.
I think Canelo's just gonna beat him up. I think. Yeah.
Coach.
I'll take Canelo, man. And Canelo's going to be on that meat anyway. He's not going to get tested.
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah.
There's certain passes you get, boy. He's gonna juice up on that meat, that solid cow meat.
Yeah.
And Kovalev is just final payday. I'm saying let's tap out.
Yeah. Cool. Say nothing, man. You don't want to touch on NBA, do you? Quickly, because you weren't here last week when me and Kev were doing our breakdown. Yeah. So obviously Kev said he feels Lakers are gonna win the championships. Yeah. Dots, you haven't seen too much of the preseason, have you?
No.
Yeah.
To make a solid comment, I haven't seen enough, so I'll stay out of this one.
But you do know the transfer. You do know the trades, though, right?
Yeah.
You're up to,
It's a lot more equally balanced. Let's say the teams.
there's
now.
like nine title
potential.
contenders.
Yeah, exactly.
Golden State, they're not even. I think they're like fifth or something.
Yeah.
I think the best team in the league from top to bottom are the Clippers.
Okay.
Because they've got stars, plus they also got a deep squad. They can go 1 to 10 easy. Lakers, they've got their 2 stars. They've got some nice pieces as well. So it'd be interesting to see what happens. But I think the winner will come out the West. 100% will come out the West. But I would like it to be Lakers. But right now...
Why do you like it to be Lakers? You're a LeBron guy,
I'm a LeBron guy. But what I'm saying is that either LeBron or Kawhi...
I'm a Kawhi guy right now.
What you have to understand with history, Kawhi and LeBron, who's going to be the first person to win MVP
For three different
for
teams.
3 different teams. That's the race with them two.
And no one's won the championship with 3 different teams. I swear.
No,
Because there's a
Stars. I don't think Stars have. I don't think Stars. I think guys might have done the rounds. But in terms of star players, nobody's done.
Kawhi could be the first.
But
It's either of them that could be the first to be the first.
This is what I'm trying to say. So that's now, and plus they're both in the same city, the same stadium.
Did you watch the game? The opening.
the game.
What do you think about that game?
Listen, that
Because
game.
LeBron started mad. He started like he was a man possessed. But then he got gassed because what's happening is, even though you got aid and you got defenders, you're not going to be able to defend and be efficient going forward either.
The problem was.
Kawhi is the best two-way right now. He can defend and go and drop 3 on you.
But did you notice something in that matchup? What they didn't do, which they did the whole preseason. They didn't do the pick and roll with AD and.
They were just giving it to AD.
Nobody can. The only people that can defend that is Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. That's the only man that could switch. It doesn't matter if they do a pick and roll. Them two can mark anyone on the outside. They didn't do that really much. Nobody can stop that pick and roll. So if LeBron's dribbling towards you, he's got a screen. He's gone past you. Who's going to be rolling to the basket? AD. So who are you going to pick your poison? Are you going to let LeBron go? Or you're going to go mark AD. But the only people that can hold that is George and Kawhi. That's the thing. But I'm surprised because George was injured and he didn't play in that match. I'm surprised he didn't run that more and get Kawhi out the game. But Clippers are deep, man.
What do you think about LeBron though? Because even that, like I was saying, pick and roll, LeBron just looked like he started well,
Passive.
but then after he just started just trying to give the ball to AD anyhow. It was that take the rock. It wasn't like he was trying to open play. He was just giving it to him.
Either way, whoever won, it was one game. You got 82 games in the season. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't know if injuries pop up. It's one game.
Did you see the Under Armour advert?
Yeah, I saw the advert.
So if you haven't seen the New Balance, if you haven't seen the New Balance advert, Kawhi, the whole advert basically just spells that Kawhi saying this is my city now. Yeah, he had the king key ring, then it said Kawhi City. He basically saying, listen, not only I'm gonna do, this is my arena now because they're in the Staples Center, both of them. Like, and that was LeBron's chance to say, nah, bro. LeBron wasn't on it.
It would be mad for LeBron to go out like that, you know?
Because his legacy, we all want to see this.
If Kawhi wins with the Clippers and my man does not win with the Lakers, bruv, that's a big... Even though Kawhi now is in his prime and LBJ's not, he's still good enough with AD to win a championship. It's not like he's by himself or anything. You've got AD, who's also in his prime and whatnot. If he wins with the Clippers in your own backyard before they move to their new stadium and you don't win with the Lakers, that's a big dent on LeBron's record. Big dent.
And his legacy.
That's legacy. Big dent.
And his legacy.
Big dent. Because Kawhi has now, don't forget, Kawhi's first victory was against LeBron for the Spurs. He's now gone to Toronto.
And he got MVP.
He's gone to Toronto and basically people are saying, well, he didn't do it physically, but he broke up the Golden State Warriors. That's what he done.
Let's call it what it is.
Before he got injured, they were 23 points ahead in game 1 against the. He's been having the Golden State Warriors even from Spurs days. So he's dismantled them, and now you're coming here in LA at the same stadium to win another trophy, bro. That's it.
For me, Kawhi's gonna do it. But yeah, man, guys, it's been a very good one. I've enjoyed this. Next week, we'll be here again. Peace and love. Have a good week. Safe. 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 Safe.